TikTok's most dangerous predator. I'm not surprised. This honestly doesn't shock me, bro, because half of TikTok is a bunch of fucking predators, dude. Bunch of weird, they're like 45-year-olds watching 15-year-old white girls in bikinis dance in front of their daddy's pool at their rich-ass mansion in their gated community, bro. So I'm not surprised at this whatsoever, bro. There's a lot of fucking weirdos on TikTok, dude. Which is why I actively avoid that. You know what I'm saying? It's avoiding TikTok is a form of self-healing, bro. It's a fact. So let's see what the deal is with this.
Here on my channel, we've spent a great deal of time exploring the vast depths of YouTube, discovering a plethora of dark content along the way. But when it comes to other video sharing platforms, there is one in particular that I have yet to fully dive into, despite it quickly becoming one of the most popular social media sites in the world. TikTok currently homes over 689 million active monthly users, a number that is poised to grow even larger as time goes on, as it's captured the attention of the younger generation. At the moment, the overwhelming majority of the users on TikTok are currently below the age of 30, a statistic that doesn't even fully paint the picture, as according to a report in late 2020, TikTok had revealed that over a third of its users in the United States were below the age of 14, despite that being the...
A third of the users on TikTok are under the age of 14, bro. Now, see, I knew that there was a lot of kids on TikTok because you can tell based on the shit that goes viral, right? Most of the people that go viral, besides the one dude who actually provides some type of entertainment, right? What's his name? He's like he's that black kid, and it's like there's like some dumb life hack, and he makes you look stupid. That kid, he knows what the fuck he's doing, right? If you look at like the rest of the top 5, it's just a bunch of rich white people that like 14-year-olds think are hot, dude. So like this is not surprising, but like that's still a lot of fucking kids.
It's clearly beloved by millions of kids all across the world. But where there are children, there will always be those waiting to prey on them. We've seen it already before, most infamously when a user named the Bidet rose through its ranks before being exposed for attempting to groom underage girls, having been caught sending lewd videos to multiple minors.
Ew.
In the years since, Buddy has become the most well-known predator in TikTok's short history.
Dude, I don't even know this guy. This guy doesn't know me, and I'm just sitting here looking at a bunch of slow-mo videos of him, and I feel violated.
Far from the
like
only
I
one.
feel
In fact,
dirty.
As I speak, there is another user lurking on the site, following...
What's his name? Is it that one guy and he made that shirtless shit? What's his name? Lopez? Is it that guy?
In his footsteps.
That's easy.
To make the
He
whole
seems pretty
situation
dangerous.
even more disturbing. It's a man that has graced this channel once already.
Hi. I like you. I like her. I like you. Happy New Year. What's your name? What's your name? Huh?
What the fuck? This is how the video starts. This is how the video starts. You running up on this poor girl like you TMZ, shoving a camera in your face saying, yeah, I like you. What? Are you kidding me?
I like you. Happy New Year. What's your name? What's your name? Huh? What's your name?
The downtown LA Predator, the now notorious nickname for a man named Dan Silly. And if you think that name says a lot about who he is, what's even more telling is who gave it to him, as he wasn't just dubbed this across the web. Instead, he came up with the nickname himself, and he wears it proudly.
Dan
would leave his mark on the city of Los Angeles, as he'd spend the vast majority of his time roaming the streets, accosting every and any woman that would cross his path, gaining him infamy in the area as a person to avoid at all costs, specifically for women. But it wasn't just LA that he would leave his mark on. In fact, this channel has forever been changed because of him, as he'd be the inspiration for and the first page discussed in YouTube's darkest channels. Throughout his page that simply went by Dan Silly, he would document his journey of trying to pick up women with tactics that ranged from incredibly cringy
Listen,
to straight
bro.
up.
Listen, bro. I don't blame this dude for running around like a menace trying to pick up some women, right? He's a guy, right? You go out in the real world and he's trying to pick up some chicks. That's cool, right? But coming from a womanizer like myself, someone who gets many women, right? I'm here to tell you that trying to pick up women whilst also shoving a camera into their face, filming the whole thing, isn't gonna work. Trust me, I've tried it. It's not gonna work. Like, they're not gonna say yes, because it's like, hey, will you date me? Will you go out with me? It's not gonna do nothing. It's just fucking weird. Just gonna think that you're a creepy weirdo. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's not the way to go about it.
Pick up women with tactics that ranged from incredibly cringy to straight up harassment.
Why are you ignoring me? Why exactly are you being, like, tired of being sexualized? Like, isn't
What?
it good to, like, be valued for something?
His approach
What
was
does that
always
mean?
creepy, with most ending up with the women he accosts being very uncomfortable, leading some to call the police and even to run away. And for most of these women, you could see a genuine fear in their eyes, as Dan was clearly unhinged,
This dude's a
never
freak,
taking
bro.
no for an answer. And as it turns out, they had good reason to be afraid. Throughout his channel, he would have moments where he would open up about his feelings on women and society, at one point saying that America had become too safe for women.
In this place, the place is too safe with police. In other countries, it's way less safe. In order to get a bodyguard, a man, you know, that will protect you, you need to be a good woman. You need to act well. But in here the women don't need to act well, so therefore, they're disgusting.
What is that?
But by far,
What does that mean? The world is less safe, so women need to have a man to protect them. But the women need to be good women in order for them to get a man. So apparently, Chad, apparently we've finally understood the definition of relationships, and that is women need to need to be a good woman for the sole purpose of seeking out a man for protection. Don't got shit to do with love. They ain't got nothing to do with love. It ain't got nothing to do with sex. It ain't got nothing to do with money, nothing. It's all just based on, oh yeah, the world is unsafe and women need to be good so that they can be protected. Otherwise, if they're not good women, by his definition, then they're doomed. They're doomed. Okay, we figured it out. Apparently, dude. Learning something new every
one of
day,
the
bro.
most chilling moments captured came when he would admit that he believed consent was just a myth.
Why not?
Because we don't give you consent.
You don't have to. I mean, I don't need consent. Right? That's a myth.
It was no wonder why people,
That's fucking
including Dan
weird.
himself, referred to him as a predator, as his actions and his personal beliefs made him someone that honestly should be feared. I mean, he wants the world to be less safe for women. He wants them more vulnerable. And couple this with the fact that he doesn't believe in consent and has a clear obsession with
That's
sex.
really fucking weird.
It's a melting pot of disturbing ideology that made me seriously question what this man would and could be capable of doing. And I figured it was only a matter of time that he would actually do the unthinkable, an idea that he even mentioned as something that he thought of often.
Because I literally do feel like freaking like destroying these women when I accost them. My reptilian brain literally feels like attacking these women.
My reptilian brain makes me feel like attacking these women. Nah, bro. The ending of this video better include him getting a cinder block tied to his ankles and dumped in the ocean by the Russian mafia. That is how he's got like 6 missing fingers. That's the only acceptable ending for this. That or an electric chair. What am I hearing?
Just strangling them and stuff, honestly. And making them submit to me. I feel like these women, seriously.
What?
It was all concerning enough, but things would be further escalated to a whole other level once you start to realize that many of the girls Dan would approach were just that, girls, young girls. And even when Dan would clearly know that they were in fact underaged, it never stopped him.
That's fucking weird.
You're not sorry, but I don't want to touch you because sorry. Or do you want to touch me? It's okay.
What?
Sorry.
What?
Dan Silly is a lot of things. A creep, an incel, a predator, and most importantly,
I'm about to get
a
banned, dude. He
registered
said the
sex
no-no
offender,
word.
currently listed as a high risk to reoffend, something that made this whole channel just that much darker. It would be revealed that Dan had been arrested for inappropriately filming and accosting a 15-year-old girl, filming her backside and posting it to YouTube,
Wow, what
despite
a
knowing that
shocker!
she wasn't of age.
What a
But even
shocker!
after all this
Hell, I'm
information
surprised,
came out,
man.
Dan
Wow.
was still allowed to openly post on his channel, continuing his wave of
YouTube. This man got convicted of being a child predator because he was... This man is a convicted child predator for taking a video of a minor, taking a video of a minor's ass, literally, and posting it on YouTube. And YouTube allows this man to continue to post. Like, is this real life? Is this real life, dude? Nice. So that makes me feel a little bit better knowing that if I become a fucking convicted felon, right? If I get charged in Guatemala for moving 10 kilos of cocaine over the border, then at least I know I'm safe on YouTube, dude. Jesus Christ. Way to go, YouTube. You really got to figure it out, dude.
Post on his channel, continuing his wave of disturbing content, even garnering over 2,000 subscribers, with many of whom being legitimate fans of him, his beliefs, and his actions. The situation and the page as a whole was extremely concerning, and by the time I had covered Dan's channel, he would further plummet off the deep end, posting videos about how he locked eyes with a 15-year-old girl, along with even more disturbing uploads of him fantasizing about
14-year-old who had
minors.
a round?
And as my investigation ended, I was left unsure of what would happen to...
This guy's got Pornhub titles as YouTube videos talking about 14. Dude, nah, bro. Put him in the hippo enclosure. I hear a lot about hippos. Hippos love to slaughter people. Okay? Put this man in take him to the nearest zoo. I don't care what fucking zoo it is, bro. Okay, as long as it's not SeaWorld, because we don't fuck with SeaWorld. Take him to any zoo, any animal sanctuary, throw him with the hippos, dude. Let them take care of you. Feed the hippos. You're doing a good deed, and you're getting rid of this piece of shit, dude. The fuck am I looking at?
To not only him, but the Dan Silly channel as well, as YouTube's guidelines have been rapidly changing to protect kids on the site. And you would think that a registered sex offender openly discussing how attractive he found literal children wouldn't be allowed. However, his channel would actually remain live and active for months following that video, and it wouldn't be until over half a year later, on the 13th of February 2021, that Dan's channel would finally be terminated.
About fucking time!
With YouTube free of this blatant predator,
Took you long enough.
it seemed that Dan would fall off the internet for good, as months would seemingly pass with no news on his whereabouts. But the other day, out of morbid curiosity, I decided to look around and see if there's been any updates surrounding Dan.
Don't tell me.
Expecting him to have landed in prison.
Don't tell me there's another video.
No, instead, what I found was far more disheartening. As much to my surprise, he had quietly made his return to the online landscape, this time setting his sights on the kid-ridden platform, TikTok.
He's on... I mean, the video's about fucking TikTok, so I don't know why I'm surprised. Dude, I didn't realize that he was on TikTok after all of this shit. I thought TikTok was his main way of you know, being a freaky weirdo. But no, he was a freaky weirdo long before this, got erased off the internet, came back, and now's like, dude, Dude!
Yes, the site, literally full of minors, is now being frequented by Dan Silly, an idea that's made even more terrifying as he's continued posting his bizarre ramblings there. Only this time, he's been even more upfront about his thoughts and his feelings.
Okay, everyone needs to get married and to a virgin girl who's underage and produces men.
Everybody has to get married to a virgin dude, this can't be real. There is absolutely no way in hell that this is a real life human being, dude. This has got to, he said it himself, his reptilian brain, bro. This has got to be one of those fucking reptile people that the tinfoil hat people always talking about, dude. Because there's no way somebody genuinely believes that it's okay to think like this, bro. Like how? I don't know how someone goes this route. It nenever makes sense to me.
Admitting that
it never makes sense to me.
Is sleeping with literal
and they
children.
love to say, "Oh, something to do with the chemical makeup in my brain. It's a brain thing." No, motherfucker, it's you being a freaky weirdo thing. That's what it is. Talking about, oh, we belong in LGBT. No, you belong in a grave. What are you talking about?
As he believes every girl should be married and reproducing by the age of 14. And every man, regardless of how much older they may be,
Don't even think that's
should
physically
be pursuing
possible, but okay.
relationships and marriage with these 14-year-old girls, the age that he believes they are most pure. And if you just couple this with some of his older content, it seems very clear that Dan is out there actively looking for a 14-year-old girl for himself. And it's important to remember that this isn't some kind of elaborate troll. This wasn't made as a joke. This is Dan's legitimate mindset. In fact, he's so serious about this lifestyle of dating and marrying young girls that
if
he's
he literally
actively trying
harmed
to
those
start
children,
his
dude,
own...
I'm losing my mind. I'm going ape shit, dude. Like I'm going like a rabid wild monkey, and I'm just bouncing off the walls, and I'm just destroying my entire room. If it comes out that this dude physically harmed a girl, dude, I swear to God,
cult-like community
I swear to
with
God.
like-minded people.
Because we're building
Where
a
he
healthy, happy
live?
community. This
I'll
is
handle
the
this.
start of us building a healthy and happy community.
On his LinkedIn, he says, "I need help to build a Disneyland-like, polygamous, maximally reproductive, gated community. The community will emphasize teen marriage. It should be within Nevada because the age of consent is 16 there." And his delusional ramblings would go on from there, further proving how disconnected Dan really is. And it's this man who is now on an app full of underaged children, while openly looking for an underaged girl for himself, for him to date and for him to marry, leading one to wonder if he went to TikTok for the sole purpose of finding young girls to groom, as surely he would at least be somewhat aware of the age demographics on the site. But though his potential motive for joining TikTok may seem extremely malicious, it's unfortunately impossible to just assume his intentions. And besides,
It's impossible to assume his intentions. You did not say that, Nicholas. Nick, I know damn well you didn't just say it's impossible to assume what his intentions are. I think it's very easy to assume his intentions. His intentions is to get on the app that is heavily flooded by minors so he can fulfill his sick pleasures. That's what it is. That's what it is. I feel like it's a pretty good assumption right there. It wasn't impossible at all. It didn't take any effort, dude.
it's unfortunately
Takes more effort to take a shit than
impossible
it
to
did to do
just
that.
assume his intentions. And besides, maybe he just joined the platform because he had been shunned off of YouTube. Maybe. Or maybe not. Upon the deletion of Dan's initial channel,
He's on YouTube
he would
again?
make his return to the site just a few weeks later, being overlooked and unnoticed by most. It's a channel that I
I'm done,
only
dude.
became aware of
I'm
a few
done.
weeks ago.
I'm done.
Literally just a few days after I found it, YouTube would step in and remove the page before I could download
Okay,
its
good.
contents.
Good.
But to give you
He's
a recap
gone.
of
Good.
what I saw,
They actually did
Dan had
something
posted
good.
a video expressing his desire for meeting a girl around the age of 12, dating her and becoming acclimated to her family, while building a relationship throughout the next 2 years, before he would eventually ask the girl's parents for her hand in marriage. And In this clip, he literally described how he would groom not only a young girl, but her parents as well, essentially manipulating everyone involved into allowing him to marry this hypothetical child.
Dude, cause I was gonna say, that's fucking impossible, dude. You are 100% not getting a parent's blessing to marry their 12-year-old daughter. That's just not happening. You walk up and you're a 40-year-old dude, you walk up, hey, Pops, can I marry your 12-year-old daughter? You're getting 2 in the dome. Like, this is America, bro. Like, everybody got guns, dude. Like, it's over for you. So I was like, yeah, okay, there's no fucking way that goes through. But he's talking about, oh, yeah, I know how to groom and manipulate the parents as well? Bro, stop, dude. Stop, dude.
It was honestly sickening, but it wasn't even the worst one, as there was one more video that immediately stood out, to the point that I couldn't help but save it, just in case.
What is it?
With its title being, "Let's Get TikTok Famous and Attract Underage Virgin Girls."
Listen. When I upload videos, right? I upload a lot of videos. I upload at least one video every single day. I'm a daily uploader. I'm built different, right? A lot of the videos I upload are music reactions, and I listen to rap and stuff, right? That's my roots. When I upload a music reaction, once the video is fully processed, it automatically by a robot, automatically gets copyright claimed. Auto-fucking-matically. When I react to any video that has the word disturbing in the title, it automatically gets demonetized. Automatically. There was a BuzzFeed video that got demonetized automatically. Meat Canyon. My Meat Canyon video got fucking demonetized like within the first half hour, 45 minutes of the video was up. So, why isn't there anything for this? Dude said, let's attract underage virgin girls, but there's no bot for YouTube to pick that up and flag it and take it down? Oh, but you could play with my pockets, but you can't play with people's safety, right? YouTube, clearly your priorities are not in the right fucking place, dude. Clearly.
Make this video because I want to make videos on TikTok. And I want to make, obviously, it's successful, and I want them to go viral and famous. So that I personally, because from my own desire, obviously the reason why I want to become famous is for a reason. I mean, not just to make money, but to become seen in the eyes of girls, of underage girls, virgin underage girls who watch TikTok, because a lot of teenagers are on TikTok as compared to Facebook or YouTube.
In the clip, Dan tells us how he wants to gain a following on TikTok because he knows it's full of
literally
minors.
psychotic.
And once he becomes famous,
Literally, he is
then wants to use that
psychopath.
fame and power in order to meet these girls and eventually marry one of them.
We want to appeal to that demographic, and we want to become famous so that there's for me at least, there's an underage virgin girl who I can marry.
Dan is literally openly admitting in this video that he is looking for young girls to groom on TikTok. He wants to find them, appeal to them, and groom them to marry. And this is from his own mouth. He's not even trying to hide any of this, even admitting that this is the only reason he was joining TikTok in the first place.
All I care about is getting the attention of underage girls who are healthy.
Dan's intent at this point isn't even speculation. We know why he's here, which makes this account perhaps the most dangerous that I've ever come across. A sex offender who doesn't believe in consent and who is now actively searching for a 14-year-old wife on TikTok and talking about it as if there's nothing wrong with these desires, believing in it so much that he's trying to start his own community around the idea of legalized pet. And though he comes off as an obvious creep, and it seems that no one would ever fall for this, he's already said that he's willing to make any type of content necessary to make his dream a reality.
So I'll do whatever it takes to combine different memes or different songs, popular music, into our videos and do parodies or whatever every single day to just optimize and try different videos, be creative in different ways.
This
and
is
keep
sick,
trying
bro.
and trying.
This is literally sick.
And in reality, all it takes
Not
is
the good
one
way.
child to buy in
Clearly.
for life to be forever changed for the worse. And we all know that when we were 12, 13, 14 years old, we didn't always make the best decisions. And for many of us,
Yeah,
that's the
dude.
most vulnerable and easily manipulated time in all of our lives, making the idea of Dan actually finding a minor willing to date him something that, unfortunately, is a real possibility.
But here's the thing. Here's one thing I will say about this, right? When I was a kid, when I was a little kid, right? When I was a wee lad back in the old days, right? Every adult would always give you the same lecture. Hey, don't talk to strangers on the internet. You may think you're talking to a kid your age, but you could be talking to a 40-year-old weirdo, right? And back in like 2004, right? 2004, yeah, that's definitely a thing. That definitely was a problem. But in 2021, information is so available to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, if and everybody's more open. Like this guy. Like, this guy's not pretending to be a 14-year-old. Like, he's proud and out to be a 45-year-old. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. So I feel like kids are a lot more aware of the dangers of the internet because of the era that we're in now. You know what I'm saying? The internet has advanced so much. There's so much information available. Everybody taking selfies and shit, right? So it's so much easier to determine a person's true identity. You know what I'm saying? So kids, it's a little bit, the internet is a little bit, I'd say it's a little bit more safer than what it was back when I was a fucking kid, bro. But it's still, fuck, dude, there's still terrible people on the internet, bro. And, like, that's the worst part, bro. Like, no matter how much, say you take one step to get a little bit safer, take another step, bro. It seems like you take one step to get safer, they take 5 steps to make it even less safe. You know what I mean? Like, it's just,
especially if
this
you're
is
able
crazy.
to grow a following on TikTok. Dan Silly is and will continue to be a danger to society, and though law enforcement is certainly aware of his online behavior, it seems they won't be stepping in until, God forbid, one day he crosses that line.
Yeah, why isn't anybody
An idea
doing
that
anything about
is
this?
anything but
Like, why is
far-fetched.
he still
So
here?
for now, I think
Feel
our
like he
best
needs to be
option is
chained
to
to a
try
light
and limit
pole.
his online presence, to essentially stop him before he's able to successfully find a minor. So if you believe this account poses a legitimate threat to the young girls across TikTok,
report
then
it.
please report him and let
Mass
TikTok
report
know.
it.
Though, as evidence from the removal
Why
of
is anybody? I
his
feel like people
YouTube
should have done that
channel,
by now.
Dan's TikTok page being banned likely won't be the end of him, as he always seems to find a way back. So for now, keep an eye out for him, and any new accounts that he may make in the future, not just on TikTok but all across the web, and report them if you feel like they pose a legitimate threat. And also, let me know too, whether it be on Twitter or through my email, as I want to make sure his online behavior isn't going unchecked and unnoticed.
Who's got TikTok? Who's got TikTok? I know one of y'all in the chat got it. Yeah, I need some scientific research done. One of you in the chat that has TikTok, do me a favor, search up this dude's fucking name right here. He's got Daniel Silly LTBLP, whatever the fuck that stands for. Search up this dude, see if he's still there. See if he, there's people who take that. Search up his name, see if his page is still here or if it's gone. I need to know, okay? The streets need to know if this dude is still walking. It's still being a menace on fucking TikTok. I feel like this is very, very valuable information. I need somebody look up this dude's name real quick. Don't give him a like. Do not like any of his shit. Do not follow this. Just tell me, and if it is, report him. If it is, report the fuck out of him. But I just need to know if this dude is still here.
Legitimate threat. And also, let me know too, whether it be on Twitter or through my email, as I want to make sure his online behavior isn't going unchecked and unnoticed, because the moment we take our eyes off of him could be the moment that he finally snaps. I want to give a big thank you again to Wicked Clothes for...
I didn't find him. Okay, so then he's probably gone. He's probably gone. This video has been out for a while now. I don't know exactly, a few weeks, couple months, something like that. The video's been out for a little bit, so, and it's got like bunch of fucking views. So I wouldn't be surprised if people saw this and then they went over there and like mass reported his shit. So good. That's good. That brings me a little bit more comfort. Now, we got this dude off of TikTok. Step number two is to chain him to a concrete slab in the basement of a prison. Okay? And then treat him like a sea lion at the zoo, bro. Just throw him a fish every couple of days. Like, it's just throw him a fish every couple of fucking days, dude. Keep him, you know what I'm saying? Just keep him alive and give him a little puddle of water so you can, like, lick it up, dude. Because this dude does not deserve to walk through the streets of the outside world, bro. There's no way. He just walks up to random fucking women, don't give a fuck what her age is, talking about, why are you ignoring me? Why do you hate me? Why do you not want to be sexualized? Being a freaky weirdo. Talking about how the purest of girls are 14-year-old virgins and they need to be married and start reproducing at that age. He wants to build a neighborhood of legal freaky weirdness, if you understand what I'm talking about, right? This dude is the actual definition of a menace to society, and that's not me. It's not a joke. Like, I'm not just saying, like, this dude is actually a freak, bro. I need him. What did they do back in the Salem Witch? Well, they burned him on a stake. Do that. Like, time to a pole. Let's throw rocks at him or some shit, bro. Because this dude is not allowed to be walking on Earth.